It's the National Sports. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here. Taking on the New York Jets. The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And able to get this out to the 25. First carry here for Chase Brown. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. When you talk about this Jets defense, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over the Bears, CD.
If I'm playing quarterback against this team, after what I saw on film where they had 5 picks last week, all I'm thinking about is taking care of the football, being very careful with it, and making sure I see my guys open before I throw it.
I might curl up in the fetal position.
That's not a bad idea.
I don't think he's going to do that, though.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And unable to get downhill there, so take this up to about the 37. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, the risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And the Jets are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here, because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. Taken down at the 47-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now a 2nd and 6. Richardson working from the gun. This one thrown underneath to Achane. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Up the middle, Achane. And they string that play out nicely. He stopped before he can turn upfield. No gain, 2nd down. The Jets had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Richardson. Eluding the pressure right. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That'll give them 8 that time. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Now Richardson back to throw it. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to 25 there.
Richardson to pick up the first.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Keely Ringo picks it off. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And their opening drive, that ended with the interception. Fortunate, though, it didn't lead to points.
It didn't lead to points, and because they kind of got away with one, maybe you come back and throw something similar again to show that you're not afraid, that you're not going to back down, and take your shot. Let the defense know that you're going to be there all game long.
Now a 2nd and 10. Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Throwing is Williams. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
To about the 40-yard line.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
2nd and 6. Here's Williams. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. We talk about this Jets defense. Well, they're a tough unit to throw against, currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch. But nothing.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A gain of 32 that time. On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's 2nd and 7. To throw, Williams. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now it's 3rd and 4.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch, not much yardage afterwards.
They'll run on 3rd down with Brown. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
But a good play is made on defense. Oftentimes, leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned. All the other guys making sure they're in the right spot. And on that play, they were able to stop him short of a first down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They need a yard. Here comes the push. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. A wall of bodies there. Nowhere to burrow through the line on the quarterback sneak. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves, maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Here's 2nd and 10. Running left, Achane. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Here's the Jets punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. To throw, it's Williams. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying, make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. And that's what they attempted to do on that one, unable to connect.
A short throw to Musgrave. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They'll go. Here's Williams. Trotting. Fights through. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Folk connects on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. Richardson out of the shotgun. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now Richardson. A short pass here taken in by Laporta.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at their 48-yard line.
Now Richardson yet again.
Escaping the pressure right. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all they needed. 1st down.
Well, he didn't get much, but he didn't need much. He got just enough on that play. The pressure came, but they allowed him to escape, and he got to the sideline and got out of bounds, picking up a 1st down.
And this one too low.
Offense was moving a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they're in a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
2nd and 10.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter.
Richardson shotgun on 3rd down.
And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 38-yard line.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the 1st half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the 2nd half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
That's caught downfield by Neighbors.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Richardson now.
6 of 10 in this 1st half. He's got his guys a 1st down here.
Throw left side caught by Laporta.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
A run straight ahead with Achane. And the Jets are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
And the Jets down and goal to go.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
When you see those RPOs run, you need the first man to attack and be a disruptor. And on that play, he closed down fast and helped knock it away.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Achane is into the end zone for a Jets touchdown. Evan McPherson now for the PAT.
It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
To the air, Williams.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So from the 37, here's 2nd and 3. From the gun, a give to Brown.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Looking to throw is Williams. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
Oh, big-time credit. What a play design there. They wanted to get him loose in the open field, and they succeeded. He had all sorts of room to operate in, and they finally track him down inside the 5-yard line.
And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
No question, he's so dangerous down here near the goal line. The safeties, they have to be involved in run support against a quarterback like this, and in turn, they're going to ask their teammates to be involved as well.
Williams with a little touch pass forward. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. This Jet defense so far standing tall. They need another stop now, 3rd and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns.
Caleb Williams
Scoring on the 2-yard keeper.
And the Browns will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Kick is good.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And that makes the score 14-7. Folk out there now to kick this one off.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Richardson looking to throw this.
Flushed out right. He's got him in. Complete. And out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 32 on the play.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has 2 options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the...
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing on 2nd and long.
Richardson. That's complete. It's Adnan Mitchell.
They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
A gain of 14 yards brings up third down.
And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
From the shotgun, Richardson.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Short throw to Musgrave.
Now a timeout signal for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 44-yard line.
Second and a couple.
Back to throw. Williams. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for the Browns. Touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Browns would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Fulton connects on the extra point. And it's now 21-7.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
At their own 29-yard
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And Charles, some things to like about that first half. Ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for possible comeback, because I thought a lot of the best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come back, continue to throw the ball effectively.
Heck of a move. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Richardson now.
10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw.
This will be incomplete. Oh, a dream chance for a D lineman, but he couldn't pull that one in.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Richardson looking to throw. That's complete. It's Neighbors.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And that is incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
They'll go. Achane.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here's Richardson to throw.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and they have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in position to dictate to the offense.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Now it's Richardson. Throwing for the out route, he finds Wilson.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Richardson working from the gun. That one taken in by Neighbors.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd.
Again, it's Richardson.
At the 15.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had that low down one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Now Richardson back to throw it.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Malik Neighbors.
A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Jets are back within a score. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Browns drive about to get started.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
This quarterback now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10.
Throwing is Williams.
It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
They'll give this up the middle to Brown.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Play 3 of the drive now is successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Here's Williams.
Over the middle, complete. That's Cooper. And he'll go down at the 28. So it's a gain of 12 there on the reception. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam. Under pressure, and he will go down. Saddleback at the 38. Kenny Clark drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14.
So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown of this third quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down into those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get rid of those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the pass.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Dexter Lawrence picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback. Again, a good friend in football always talks about predicted history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Eluding the pressure right. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
He'll dump this off to Achane.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep when you catch him close to the spot.
Richardson. That's to the tight end, Laporta.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
Flush to his right.
Richardson hit and he fumbles it.
And this is picked up by the Browns.
Hey, we can push ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3 except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, let's get free.
Not one that I've ever met.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the gun, here's Williams. He's going to let this one go deep. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. The offense on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 8. To throw, Williams. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
It has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely
looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Now Richardson.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
To throw again on 2nd down.
Richardson.
He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. A huge play there for the Jets. 61 yards.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Richardson out of the shotgun.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired, while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there
With his 4th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Jets have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Here's McPherson now to send it away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Jesus, second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general.
That's caught inside the 20. And DP goes into Jets territory before being taken down. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined there.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused because they had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
Give him 4 on the carry there, and 2nd and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
Brown once more.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown, Cleveland.
Chase Brown.
Taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Browns will add to their 4th quarter lead.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Folk out there now to kick this one off.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Antonio Johnson. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
They'll follow its blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 46 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go right back to the ground here, and Brown, he had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
It looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Williams.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set them up 1st and goal.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
An inside give, Brown. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football, get it out. We got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1.
I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You look at the geography of the field, right, where you are. That's in your favor.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. Now 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 8-yard line.
Looking to throw. Richardson.
That's caught left side by Neighbors.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Here's Richardson.
He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
So there you go. Send your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the
now Richardson.
43-yard line.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
A gain of 10 yards. That's another Jets 1st down.
Richardson.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Richardson to throw it.
Escaping the pressure right. Ooh, the juke. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to do what we call flatliner. Level in everything he does, and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
A gain of 20 more yards. That's another Jets.
Throwing now is Richardson.
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Big play coming now for the Jets as they'll set up to go for 2.
The Jets will line up for a 2-point conversion.
Now Richardson.
And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Browns 31, Jets 27.
So with just under 40 seconds to go, you figure this is going to need to bounce their way if they have any shot. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence.